Hi, I'm Randy Reed, editor of the Edison Report, and we're here at LuxLive, where I am joined by Kai Den Daas, president of Quality Light Source. Kai, welcome.
It's good to be here and always good to see you, Randy.
Well, it's very nice to have you and to have an old friend. Kai, before we talk about Quality Lighting Source, tell us a little bit about your history.
I am about 40 years in the lighting industry. I spent most of my career with Philips Lighting. I ended up being chairman and CEO of Philips Lighting in North America. And since 2006, I've been on and off in America. After I retired from Philips at the mandatory age of 60, I joined a couple of startup companies like Glow, making nano LEDs. I'm on the board of Valmont. I do a lot of other stuff. And in 2015, I became CEO of TCP. And I left them at the end of 2016, and I now started my own company with Alice and Solomon Yan, which is called Quality Light Source.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about Quality Light Source. I saw your booth in Hong Kong Lighting Fair and met a few of your people. What markets do you go after first, and then let's talk a bit about products.
Okay, our market is basically, from a channel perspective, the CNI market. We are very electrical distributor loyal.
Okay.
And from the how you say that? Territorial, we only do Japan and the USA for the time being, because we're a new company, we're rolling out slowly.
Okay.
And then from a vertical market, we look at resi, office lighting, shop, hospitality, the works like what everybody else does.
Okay, when you talk about the channels, when you talk about the electrical distributor channel, that is through the rep network, traditional rep network in the US?
Yeah, we have decided not to have our own direct sales force, but we work exclusively through manufacturers' reps.
Okay, and how many reps have you signed up so far? And I know the company is how many months old?
I came, so to say, out of the closet on October the 5th, because my non-compete with TCP ended then. So we are now 1 month.
Okay, 1 month, wow.
1 month, yeah.
Okay, and you already have reps signed up?
We have 9 reps signed up in the United States, and we hit the 20 million turnover mark yesterday.
20 million annual in
annual? No, it's 20 million months to date. So we
20 million in 1 month?
Yeah, but we remember, we started in June already in Japan, because that fell outside the scope of the non-compete I had with my former company.
Okay, I understand. And you're in products that I think are very price sensitive. How do you go to market with such price sensitive products? How are you successful with these price sensitive products?
Everybody needs to have a differential advantage. Ours is cost leadership. So we built a complete new factory. And we bought the latest in technology in Zhenjiang, Jiangsu province in China. It's about an hour by high-speed train from Shanghai.
Okay.
So it's brand new, and if you start from scratch, you can take the latest fully automated assembly line. So that's one thing. So we only have 5 people per line for our volume lamps, whereas others have up to 40 people on the line. So that adds cost, even though people think that in China the labor cost is cheap. If you have 30 people less, it still saves a lot of money. The other thing we did is we were looking at a LED light bulb and said, what makes up 40% of the bill of material? And we found out, like everybody else, it's the LED emitter chip. So there are a number of stages in manufacturing of LED emitter chips, and we don't touch the wafer fabbing, and we don't touch the stuff where they apply the gallium nitride, but after that it's called packaging and assembly. We do that in-house. And that gives us a lot of advantages, not only cost advantages, but also quality advantages. Remember the stories about binning? People who buy the LED chip, you have to bin it. Well, we package them ourselves. While we package them, we know already for what lamp we're going to use this batch. So no binning for us. So that's why we can proudly say and prove that we have cost leadership. So being a new company in the electrical distributor market in the United States.
Okay.
We said we're going to share some of that cost leadership with our customers.
And what are some of the products that you manufacture?
We have a complete range of LED light bulbs, all the shapes, A's, BRs, bars, MRs, the filament, luster lamps.
Filament bulb?
So we have both filament and what we call the SMD types, with the chips on the board.
Okay, that's bulbs. Do you have
bulb.
fixtures?
We have a reasonable range of what we call stock and flow fixtures. So we are not pretending that we are going to be a specification grade fixture company. No, we have stock and flow. We have the panels, high base, low base, wall packs, downlights, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Things that can be sold by a rep and by a distributor for discretionary business.
And then your warehouse is in Ohio?
Well, we have a huge factory and a warehouse in China. We do ship for some of our customers full container loads directly.
Okay.
And of course we have 100,000 square foot warehouse in Aurora, Ohio, where I also have a small sales office, about 10, 15 people.
Okay, so U.S. stock.
Yeah, U.S. stock available, yeah.
Okay, so you've kind of told us what's happened in month one.
Yeah.
Where will you be a year from now, 5 years from now? What are the plans?
I'm 68, so 5 years from now I hope to be still alive.
Okay.
I'm working
and
in
I'm
this
sure you will.
wonderful industry and not yet retired, but for a year from now, the first 12 months rolling, our aim is to reach $100 million.
Within the first 12 months?
Yeah, sales revenue mark.
And that will still be Japan and U.S.?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And we are thinking about natural thing going into Canada, but it requires different
CSA.
packaging, French packaging, different standards, 347 fold for your fixtures.
Okay.
So we're working on that, but we do it step by step, baby steps. I want to walk before I run.
Okay, and that makes sense. But Kai, you've been in the business 40 years. The changes that you've seen have been striking. But what concerns me is there just seems to be so much money being taken out of the business right now with very low priced products. We find people in China selling direct to contractors, even direct to end users.
Yep.
And that leaves out the OEM, it leaves out the distributor, it leaves out the rep, it leaves out three very vital channels. Do you see that trend continuing?
I see that, unfortunately, I agree with you that that trend is there. That's why I said in my introduction, we are electrical distribution loyal people. We will not go direct. But the fact of the matter is that some people do. And some of the people also give a warranty from here to the door. We have people coming from overseas, and they have actually in New York City, they have pop-up stores. As soon as the container is empty, the store closes, and you have no warranty. If you got a problem, then you get a telephone number that doesn't respond anymore. Now, that is a problem, but I think that the distributors and the contractors are getting smart. I think GE sold the largest LED lighting job in New York for the JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, whatever plaza, I forgot the correct name.
I think it's JP Morgan.
Yep.
But is that direct?
No, they said, look, we have a margin stacking in the industry, we want to respect that. Everybody has the right to make some money, and everybody plays a role in the value chain.
So they did go through distribution on that?
Yep.
Okay.
So I see it as a threat, but I see it also, people are getting smarter, and in the end, people who do a sensible project, they don't want to run the risk to their end user and their customer that they say, hey, sorry, our supplier just went back to wherever he came from, and we don't have any guarantee left.
Last question for you. We hear a lot about IoT and connected lighting, but I hear a lot. I don't see a lot of it. Why is it taking so long for this to take off?
There's one general observation. The electrical industry or the lighting industry is very, very conservative. So everything takes time. That's definitely one thing. But within that, I believe that IoT it's a battle that's not fought by the lighting manufacturers. I think there is at the moment a war for the living room going on between Google, Amazon, and Apple.
Right.
And I mean, I'm just too small a player, and most lighting companies are too, to be a player in that war. So our purpose in our company is to be interfaceable with whoever is winning the connection. Whoever has the connection for this beautiful exhibition hall, or for a warehouse, or for an office building.
Understood.
But it is something that we cannot ignore, because I drove over here in an Uber car, and 5 years ago I didn't even know what Uber was. And there are many other examples. So.
All right. Well, Kai, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.